Hey guys, welcome back to the Curly Reader. My name's Amanda, and today I want to share with you the books that I added to my Goodreads TBR after seeing the American Library Association, I got there eventually, their Youth Media Awards in January. All right, so that was a bit of a tongue twister, but the American Library Association puts out Youth Media Awards every year, and I, for the past couple of years, have been following them and just kind of paying attention to what is winning awards and why, and cultivating what I would like to read from that list. And so I thought I would share with you in kind of a separate special edition, if you will, my growing TBR video, books that I added to my TBR specifically because I heard about them or was encouraged to read them from this list. So I will put in the description down below a link to the Youth Media Awards list, I guess. Press release, that was the word I was looking for. Their press release that they put out with all the award winners, all the different awards they give, all of that. The most prominent award they give is the Newbery Award. That's the one that's the most well known, the Newbery and the Caldecott. But there are a plethora of other awards they give, and so we'll get into a few of those today. But if you want to check those out, you can check out their website linked down below, like I said. So let's just get into what I personally added to my list to read from this awards list, if you will. All right. The first one that I have here, like I said, the most well-known award, the most prominent, I guess, award is the Newbery Award, the John Newbery Award, and that is given for excellence in children's literature. So the Newbery Award winner this year was When You Trap a Tiger by Tay Keller, and I definitely added that to my list. This is a book about a girl who, I guess her family goes to live with her grandmother because her grandmother is sick, and once they go to live there, she starts being visited by tigers who are like, I'm guessing there's like some sort of magical realism, spiritual element to this. But they basically say that her grandmother stole something from them, and if she returns it, they will grant her grandmother's life, basically. And so that is what this is about. I guess it's based on Korean folklore, and so it sounded really good. I would like to check it out. The other ones that I added that were Newbery honor books, so there's always one Newbery winner, and then there are typically 4 to 5 Newbery honors. I have already read one of the Newbery honor winners, or honor books, and that was Fighting Words by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley, and I loved it. But there were 3 more that sparked my interest, and the first one is actually a nonfiction book, and it's all 13. The Incredible Cave Rescue of the Thai Boys Soccer Team, and this is by Christina Soontorvat, and this is just a nonfiction account of the rescue of this soccer team. And so that I've heard really, really good things about, and so I want to check that out. And then the other 2 are both fiction books. The first one is We Dream of Space by Erin and Trotta Kelly. This is set in the 1980s, around the time of the launch of the Challenger, and it follows 3 different siblings during that time, and that's all I really know about it. And then the third book that I added to my TBR because of this list, I think this was actually already on my TBR, but this like pushed me even further to want to read it, and that is A Wish in the Dark, which is a fiction book by Christina Soontorvat. So she actually got 2 honor books this year. So A Wish in the Dark is a story, I want to say it has to do, there's Thai influences in it as well. And it has to do with a prison and a girl who escapes out of the prison, and then the warden's son or daughter, and the 2 of them meet. That's all I really know. But I've heard it is fantastic, and I would love to read it. All right, the next book there, or the next award that I would like to talk about is the Michael L. Prince Award. And this is an award that is given for excellence in young adult literature. So this is kind of getting into the YA spectrum. And the winner that I put on my list is Everything Sad is Untrue, a True Story by Daniel Nayeri, I think is how you pronounce the last name. Sorry, I keep looking down. My list is down here though. And this is a YA book about an Iranian refugee who is now in America and is just struggling with being understood. And so I guess the book bounces back and forth between like his current life and then what life was like in Iran and some of his heroines and things like that from folklore that he was told as a child. And it just sounds very interesting and unlike anything I've ever really read before. So I thought that I would add that one to my list. All right, the next award is the Odyssey Award, and this is the award for best audiobook production for either children or young adults. And the one that I added to my list this year from that is Kent State, which is written by Deborah Wiles and narrated by Christopher Gebauer, Lauren Ezzo, Christina Delane, Johnny Heller, Roger Wayne, Corey Jackson, and David DeVry. I think. That's how you pronounce those names. But this is about the Kent State shooting that happened in the United States in the 70s, I believe. And so anything that wins an audiobook award, I'm definitely game for checking out. All right, the next award that I want to talk about is the William C. Morris Award, which is an award for a debut author writing for teens. So once again, these are YA books. And the one that I added to my list from this award list is If These Wings Could Fly by Kyrie McCauley. And this is a book about a girl she's a senior in high school. She is within reach of going to her dream college, but in order to do that, that would require her to abandon her sisters at home with her father, who has a temper and has an anger problem, and she doesn't know if she is able to do that yet, and so that sounded really good. All right, and then the next award is the Asian Pacific American Award for Literature, which is an award that promotes Asian Pacific American culture and heritage and is awarded based on literary and artistic merit. And this is an award that has 3 different categories. There's a picture book, a children's, and a youth. The children's award was When You Drop a Tiger. But the youth award is called This Light Between Us, and it is by Andrew Fukuda. And this is a story about World War II, and it is about a boy who lives in Bainbridge Island, Washington, and he is forced to become pen pals with a girl in France. And he is of Japanese descent, and I believe I don't think she is Jewish, but I think because she's in France, there's communication between them, and it's just about their relationship through World War II. I'm sorry if you can hear my children. But that just sounded amazing. All right, and then the last award that I want to talk about is the Sidney Taylor Book Award, which is presented to outstanding books for children and teens that authentically portray the Jewish experience. And the middle grade gold medalist this year is Turtle Boy by M. Evan Wolkenstein. And this is a book about a Jewish boy who, for his bar mitzvah, community service project, he decides to visit a boy in hospital, and they don't get along right away, but then the boy starts sharing with him his bucket list. And so they kind of form this friendship, and it just sounded really sweet. And then the two silver medalists that I added to my list. The first is No Vacancy by Zipporah Cohen, I think is how you pronounce the name. And this is about a girl who moves into a hotel, and she befriends a Catholic girl down the road, and the two of them form a friendship, and they basically are trying to save this hotel that she is staying in. And then the other one is Anya and the Nightingale by Sophia Pasternak. And this is actually the second book in a series. And the first book in the series is Anya and the Dragon, and it is just a middle grade fantasy that just looked a lot of fun. So I added that one to my list as well, the first one in the series. And then maybe I'll get to the second one, which is the one that won the award. So those are all the books that I added to my TBR because of the Youth Media Awards from the American Library Association. If you have read any of these books, I would love to hear your opinions about them down below. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. Definitely go check out the awards list and see if there's any books that spark your interest. And that's going to do it for today. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you stick around and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.